I think we need to have a president who can give an interview, who can articulate a vision, who can put together an English sentence, who can articulate her and defend her policies and her record, and who can engage in a debate and regular debates on unscripted appearances. Vice President Harris's speech at the convention made it very clear that she will continue the warfare state, that she's bragging about how she sees warfare as a tool, as the frontline tool of American foreign policy. This is a catastrophe for our country. We've got to unravel the warfare.
You think Trump would step?
Folks, assuming that it is still happening, I figure we do a preview today of next week's presidential debate, because there's been a lot of drama that has unfolded in the past few days, specifically in regards to Kamala Harris's campaign trying to change the rules at the last minute. You know, this is one thing. You agree to something for several weeks and arguably several months if you want to consider the fact that Joe Biden already had this scheduled. And then at the last minute, many people are speculating this may be Kamala Harris's way to back out of the debate. Now, I'm not necessarily there. I think that her campaign really just optically cannot survive saying Donald Trump is scared to debate me for so many weeks, and then all of a sudden you back out of it. Although it is worth noting, Kamala has already backed out of presidential debates because she refused to do the Fox one, and at the current moment, it is unclear whether any other presidential debate will be happening.
Kamala Harris, she's ready to hold him accountable on the debate stage. Tell me you're not looking forward to that. Look, I know you're busy. You're going to be watching Monday Night Football or something, but it's going to be good.
Madam Vice President, Donald Trump agreed to 3 debates. Will you be participating in all 3?
I've always been on record. I am looking forward to debating Donald Trump, and we have a date of September 10th. I hear he is finally committed to it. I'm looking forward.
What about the other 2?
Let's make sure we get this photo of everyone. Look right here, right there.
Folks, if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. But again, at the very last minute, they tried to change the rules, and we certainly know the reason why. But take a listen to what the Kamala campaign was demanding. First of all, they wanted to have notes, right? You know, usually you go into a debate, you don't get to have notes, you don't get to have an earpiece or some kind of cheat sheet. That is what they wanted, was essentially for the Kamala debate to be an open note quiz. And we know why that is because she is decent enough when she reads off a teleprompter or a paper or something, but we know that the moment she has to go off script, as you saw in the CNN interview and you saw many times throughout her campaign in 2020, she is not very good. That was one thing. She also did not want her mics to be muted. Remember this. This was an original agreement that the Democrats and Joe Biden made Donald Trump accept, which is that the mics have to be muted. And then, having agreed to that for several months, at the very last minute, again, the Harris campaign decided to say, we want the mics on, probably so that way she can have another "excuse me, I'm speaking" moment.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I'm
speaking. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait.
I'm speaking.
It'd be important if you said the truth.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Okay. If you don't mind letting me finish, we can then have a conversation. Okay?
Please.
Okay.
Non-answer.
Trying to answer you
The
now.
American people deserve a straight answer.
I will not sit here and be lectured by the Vice President. I'm speaking. Yeah, I'm about to. I will not be lectured by the Vice President.
Now, funnily enough, if you missed this over the Labor Day weekend, her demands to change the debate rules were not accepted. Okay, so ABC rejected them. Donald Trump would not agree to them. And this was the statement he put out. He said, I've reached an agreement with the radical left Democrats for a debate with Comrade Kamala Harris, and the rules will be the same as the last CNN debate, which seemed to work out well for everyone except perhaps Joe Biden. Very funny, but also very true. Now, Kamala Harris kind of had a meltdown over this on Twitter. Her response to them, again, not agreeing to rig the debate in her favor, essentially, at the last minute, by the way, when you've already agreed to this thing. Hey, we want to change in the rules. You know, we want to cash in our money in the bank contract here. She responded by saying, Donald Trump is surrendering to his advisors who won't allow him to debate with a live microphone. And the irony of this, considering that, again, it was Joe Biden originally who demanded that the mics be muted, and the Democrats said, oh, no, that's so good. But suddenly, now that Trump is simply saying, Well, you guys don't get to change the rules last minute. This is what you demanded. Okay, we're sticking to the original plan here. You don't get to just have your way with this. The response of her is, if his own team doesn't have confidence in him, the American people definitely can't. We are running for president of the United States. Let's debate in a transparent way with the microphones on the whole time. And again, I think if the entire time we agreed to standard debate rules that the mics are not going to be muted, fair enough. But the point that I think the Trump campaign is making here is, again, you don't get to just change the rules last minute, and you want to say, let's debate in a transparent way. First of all, you literally are an undemocratically nominated candidate, right? You shut down any chance of a debate with the other candidates when Joe Biden was replaced. Not a single person voted for you, so that's very ironic to say, oh, let's have the debate suddenly in such a transparent way. Again, especially considering, what does that say about Joe Biden and the Democrats who for so long wanted the debate to happen in this way? But very good on Trump for holding his ground and just saying, no, like, you're not going to just screw with us. You're not going to just have things your own way. And now Trump is going so far as to essentially trolling Kamala Harris, because if you'll remember, there was a offered September 4th Fox News debate, and Kamala Harris refused to it, right? She would not show up despite saying that it was Trump who was scared to debate her. So instead, Donald Trump will be doing a town hall tomorrow in place of what was supposed to be a presidential debate with Sean Hannity. And look, I certainly think that Trump should have a empty podium there, right? Do the RFK thing. It's kind of symbolically strong because it says, hey, look, you guys were not willing to do this. So look, here's Kamala Harris, again, scared to debate, chicken to debate. And of course, despite the fact that the Democrats are so freaking arrogant about this, they're like, Kamala Harris is going to destroy Trump in the debate. Even people like Bill Maher are going out there saying that. I will say, I think it is pretty obvious and transparently clear why they are doing this, why they did not want to debate Trump that much. They're kind of just forced into doing the September 10th one. And that is precisely because we saw it in the CNN interview. They're scared of letting her talk off script. She was never the best debater in 2020. In fact, she was a laughably bad debater, and it was kind of a talking point surrounding her entire campaign. But regardless of what happens, it'll be interesting to say the least, because, you know, Dana Bash on CNN kind of did it a little bit, but she didn't follow up, right? She didn't press Kamala hard on this. So now it's going to be the first real opportunity to grill Kamala Harris to her face about the very radical platform she supported back in 2020, which, by the way, in that CNN interview, she said that her values have not changed. And so this is a great opportunity to expose her radicalism to the American people. But that said, let me know your thoughts on what exactly you think is going to happen in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, God bless and peace.